Yo, what's up guys, this is Yusuf here from TECHDROIDS, and Razer, the company that makes those high-end gaming laptops, keyboard, mice, and everything gaming related for you guys, and they've been doing it for a bunch of years. And they've been doing it well. And they finally decided to come out with their own phone. And yeah, they're calling it the Razer phone. Hashtag no pun intended. But this phone comes at a price for $699. And for that price, it is a really good complete package. It's packing everything you need, also some extra cool features that make sense and that will change the whole experience of the phone. And in this video I want to find out how does it fare against the $950 Galaxy Note 8. So yeah, this is the Razer phone versus the Galaxy Note 8. Let's get started. Starting off with those displays, because those are the first piece of attractions you will find with the phones. And the Galaxy Note 8 on one hand has a 6.3-inch legendary AMOLED display, 2916 to 1440, 18.5:9 aspect ratio. It's good. It has deep blacks, but it's at 60 Hz. And if you're thinking what I'm talking about, that phone can only show you 60 FPS all the time. Now coming to the Razer phone, it has a 1440 into 2560 display, so Quad HD. It's IPS, it's made by Sharp. But the catch is, it's a 5.7-inch panel with 120 Hz refresh rate. Now what does that mean? That phone can show you 120 FPS all the time. In the UI, in games, movies, media, anything you want to do. Everything on that screen is 120 FPS. And now out of the box, to save battery, it comes clocked at 90 Hz or 60 Hz. But if you crank that up, you'll surely notice the difference. What difference does it make? It's the only phone that can come close or even beat the Google Pixel 2 XL in terms of UI smoothness. That's a thing that no other phone can do. And the smoothness on the Galaxy Note 8 is good, but it's nowhere close to the Razer phone. The display quality wise might be better on the Galaxy Note 8, but it's smaller, more compact. It has larger bezels for a reason which we'll talk about later, but it is 120 Hz display. So the Razer phone has its own pro, but the Galaxy Note 8 might have a better display in terms of quality. And yeah, I agree to that fact. Now coming to the power that's powering that displays, in terms of performance, both the phones are pretty much the same thing. Snapdragon 835 to handle the processor duties, Adreno 540 in terms of the graphics card or the graphics processor, and 8 gigs of RAM on the Razer phone and 6 gigabytes on the Note 8. Now pretty decent on both the phones, 8 and 6 both make no differences. But down the line in the future, and also in some intensive tasks and also in games, the Razer phone might feel a tad bit smoother, and also in the UI performance. Even at the 6 gigs, Note 8 kind of stutters sometimes, but with the 120 FPS panel and smooth motion, you will not notice that on the Razer phone for quite some time, until and unless the hardware gets really old. Now coming to the cameras, which are not a focus on the Razer phone. There are 12 megapixel dual camera array like the Galaxy Note 8, but the Galaxy Note 8 wins here. The cameras are better on the Galaxy Note 8, because even if the reviews are right now not out for the Razer phone, I can still tell the Galaxy Note 8 has a better pair of cameras. Optical image stabilization, 4K video, live focus, portrait mode, and all that jazz. It's better. But the Razer phone is also pretty decent. It's not a terrible camera. It has 4K video recording, 8 megapixel front camera here, and the same thing over here. But yeah, the front camera is also better on the Galaxy Note 8 with the wide angle view and things like that. But the cameras are pretty decent, but if you're a gamer, you don't really care about the cameras, do you? If you're buying a phone from Razer, you buy it for their brand value, design, and things like that. Now talking about design, the Razer phone is stealthy. It's matte black in color, aluminium finish, and that snake Razer logo that doesn't glow RGB or anything, but it's there. It's minimal, it's simple, and it does the job. Whereas on the Galaxy Note 8, you're getting that same kind of look from the Galaxy S8. It's really good. Gorilla Glass 5. Water resistance is there here, not so much over here. 3.5mm jack is also missing. Why though, Razer? Why did you push out the 3.5mm jack? The audio on this phone is really good. The 3.5mm jack would have added to the legendary audio this phone has, which I'll talk about in a second. I'm going to keep you guys waiting for that. But yeah, the Galaxy Note 8 has it. USB Type-C, USB Type-C, wireless charging on the Galaxy Note 8. No wireless charging here because it's metal, simple as that. Now let's come to audio. The Galaxy Note 8 has a 3.5mm jack, good. But it has a tiny, terrible downward facing speaker on the bottom. Whereas on the Razer phone, as Razer bought Nextbit, and this phone has a lot of things shared with the Nextbit Robin that came out a bunch of years ago. I don't totally remember what date it was, but why does this phone have larger bezels, you might ask? Is it really 2017 for Razer? Yes, it is. They're still waking up in the same morning as Samsung, but that phone has larger bezels for a reason. And that is for those front-firing, really good Dolby Atmos compatible speakers, and they will blow your mind. Or ears, hashtag no pun intended again. And there's nothing better than that. So the Razer phone has really good audio, 24-bit DAC inside if you use the USB Type-C port. And thank God they also include a dongle, which you might not lose because it's bigger and it's kind of bulkier. So yeah, take care and you'll be fine and you'll be good to go. Yeah, this phone also happens to come with the 2017 smartphone starter kit. So yeah, deal with it. But both the phones have really good software. TouchWiz over here, but it's kind of better on the Razer phone because it's stock Android with a bunch of new neat features that are really useful. 7.1 right now, but an Oreo update in Q1 2018 is for sure, and 2 years of Android updates to come down the line. So that's pretty good. So you'll be satisfied with Android OS updates on the Razer phone. Galaxy Note 8, yes, Android Oreo, it's really good. Boom, have fun. But it's TouchWiz and it's gonna lag after some time, I'm sure. But this one is pretty close to Pixel-like experience, so you should not have any problems with the Razer phone. And that's kind of it. The fingerprints, Now coming to the teeny tiny things. S Pen is here. Might not be tiny, but for me it is, and this is my video, my opinions. So yeah, let me know what's your opinion in the comments down below. I'll take a look. I don't use the S Pen a lot, and it does not make that big of a difference to me. The fingerprint sensor is placed next to the camera on the Galaxy Note 8, whereas it's in the power button on the Razer phone, just like Sony phones, and that's the best placement according to me. I feel the iPhone, any phone that's kind of ditching the fingerprint sensor should have the fingerprint sensor placed in the power button. Galaxy Note 8, not the right placement. And the Galaxy Note 8 might have better design. The Razer phone has it for me. Now coming to the most important part, that is pricing. $699 for this Razer phone, packing all the goodness, and $950 for this thing. That's also packing a lot of goodness. So what do you want? What's your budget? It all comes down to you. My opinions, go with the Razer phone if your budget is kind of low. $700 is what you have and is what you can spend on a phone. Really good phone. You're not compromising on anything here. It's going to give you the complete experience. It's really good. Same thing here, but you're paying like $250, $300 extra over here for a bunch of extra features that you may or may not use, but they're there and they're much appreciated. Thank you, Samsung. That's been it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Drop a thumbs up, drop a dislike if you disagree with me. No problem. Let me know your opinions in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace.